Okay, I was up here and I didn't make a video of this when I built it. And I know y'all probably seen it in some of my other videos. It's just another little lean-to. That way Sneezy would have her own little section. And I'm going to end up putting some kind of a rack in there in the back to where I can put hay on it. Instead of leaving my hay down there at that building. Under that cover, I can just bring it up here and slide it in. I made a little hay rack to feed them with. It's just something simple. Just threw it together with some 2x4s. It does have a wire bottom in it here. I took and did that because if it gets wet, the water wouldn't go in the bottom and mildew down there. So, but yeah, it's just a little quick shed. Just threw it up. I used 3 4x4s and ended up using part of the part of the fence here to go ahead and make the other one. And I took and just used a 4-foot level to level everything. It's something simple we threw up. And but the only thing that I have a problem with is this board right here on the front is sagging just a little bit. So I'm going to go back in and I think double it and maybe double that 2x6 that's going down the center there. Because that and over there is a 2x4 and that one's a 2x4. But we was trying to get something for Sneezy because we knew she was going to have her babies. But I'll take you around to the back and show you now. Okay, this is a side view of it. Gives you a little idea. I think I think we ended up measuring it and it was 8 by 10. I'm thinking what it was, or it might have been an 8 by 8. I'm not really sure, I can't remember. But we took the metal and let it hang over the front a good bit so water wouldn't drop into the front. And I left a little bit on the back. I'm gonna go back in and probably throw a gutter up here and put a rain catchment system right in here, put a barrel and get it up off the ground. That way if I do decide to let water run over here to them, I can just put a pipe over and let it run inside there and won't have to tote water. But let me show you around the back. Okay, this is what the back looks like. You can see kind of how much fall it's got on it by the side view and now this view. It's enough for around here. We don't really have a lot of snow. And when we do have it, it's usually just, 3 or 4 inches and usually it's gone by the next day. So I didn't worry with it. I'm going to go ahead and take this whole thing and clean the outside with the pressure washer and clean it with some probably mean green or simple green. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint it. And I'm going to paint it kind of the color of that one up there, kind of a real dark green so that it kind of blends into the trees up here. Because right now it sticks out like a sore thumb. But you can see kind of how I done up the sides of I left it hanging over just a little bit all the way up the side on both sides like this. And what we'll do is I'll just paint all of this up under here. I'll just go ahead and paint all that and let what paint goes inside. But first thing I gotta do is get it cleaned up. You can see right here where I pieced a piece on it. We like one piece to having enough. And I got 2 big long pieces sitting down there on that camper top. But I didn't want to cut them. I think they're right out 14 foot. So I figured we may need them for something else. I just took 2 shorter pieces, put it together, put the bottom one on first, and then lapped it over about 4 inches and put the top on. But it's just crudely cut, just, something really quick because no kids are going to be up there, with their hands around it. And then the edges there have the fence protecting it. And then on the corners, I just kind of wrapped the metal around. You can see there, I just wrapped it around and kind of came back in and screwed it on. So it's crude, but it works good for a goat pen. So, all right, well, I've rambled on long enough about it. And if you have any questions on it or, like I say, I spent around $180. I think I spent $50 on all the metal because the scrap yard only charges by the pound. And that metal, it's not real heavy. I think I had $50 worth of it. And that's counting those pieces down there. So if you got a scrapyard around you, try and check it out. What they did is they tore down a huge metal building, and they just went in and zipped all the screws out of it and hauled it off. They kept some of the metal, but this had some imperfections, like, you know, every now and then you'll see a little small hole cut through where a pipe came out, but not that big of a deal for me. I mean, I made it work. So, all right, well, y'all have a good one.